Now, raise your hand if you've ever felt like you make the same old meals week in and week out. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
hands over there going up.
Well, you may not have to dig for whole new recipes to spice up your dishes. Alex actually talked to a culinary expert about some simple swap-out ideas.
Family dinners, comfort foods, dessert. If you're a sucker for a tasty home-cooked meal, I know I am, it doesn't mean that you can't change it up a bit and add some fresh twists. Joining us with some tips on spring cleaning our dinner menus is culinary expert and test kitchen director for Chef Rachael Ray, Janet Taylor McCracken. Good morning, Janet.
Good morning, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thanks. So where do we start? How do we spring clean our dinner menus?
Well, we all love mac and cheese. It's a staple in almost everybody's kitchen, I would say. Maybe consider swapping out the standard for the organic varieties, such as Horizon. If you go to Horizon's website, horizondairy.com, they also help you switch it up even more because they have something there called the Macinator. And the Macinator is basically a giant recipe guide with all kinds of recipes to help you mix up and match up your mac and cheese to the kind of food that you like to eat. So for example, if you like Mexican food, you could try Mexican mac and cheese. You could mix in some multicolored peppers and some spicy chicken, and there you've got Mexican mac and cheese. If you're looking for something a little simpler, just go with broccoli. Broccoli in the mac and cheese is delicious. It adds fiber and vitamins, and maybe it'll get your kids to eat their broccoli.
That sounds delicious. Now, what are some other ways that we can make some swaps in our menus?
Sure. We all love mashed potatoes. They're delicious and they're pretty luxurious. You can still keep them luxurious, but you can swap out the cream and add cashew milk instead. Silk makes a delicious cashew milk. It's very creamy, so you get a very similar texture to cream, and it's delicious. I use it in my milkshakes, or not milkshakes, I use it in my shakes and my smoothies. I use it for my cereal, and also I even use it in my coffee. It's delicious. And if you have any friends that are lactose intolerant, there's your answer.
Oh, I've tried cashew milk. It's actually pretty delicious. As for the kids, how do we get them more involved in the kitchen and, off their tablets and whatnot?
Right, and I think getting kids in the kitchen means they're going to eat their dinner. I have found. I have a bunch of kids, 3 of them, and I found that when you include them in dinner preparations and dinner decision making, they actually eat the meal. So the Macinator, once again, is a great place to go. You go to the website, horizondairy.com, and you can let them choose which recipe they want to use. And then, for example, this broccoli one we have right here, you can give them a spoon once it's made and have them spoon it into these cupcake tins, and before you bake it off, and they can basically have muffins for dinner, mac and cheese muffins.
Oh, that's a great way to get them started. Now, where can people go to get more information if they're interested in some of these foods?
They can go to horizondairy.com, and they'll have the Macinators there, and there's lots more information there.
That's great, Janet. Thanks so much for being on with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.